just want to make sure that it's working before I start. Anyhow, so I'm here for the first live stream of the day. I will be back on tonight definitely. Um, oh my god, the thumbnail. Thumbnail was terrible. I was trying so hard just to make sure that it was connected to YouTube. That anyway, we should have less problems now that Mercury has gone direct. We'll see. Okay, first person here is Light Soul for Love. You've got Ace of Swords, which is the first card that comes out. So that would be either laying down the law, setting up boundaries, or cutting out things that aren't working for you. It could also be a little bit of both. The Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it could be victory, but on the other hand, it could be sharp energy around a love situation. It looks like you have new energy coming in around you. An air sign comes in. So this, you might cut something out that wasn't working for you, which then brings in this air sign, and this person shows you a lot of respect, meets you halfway, and the relationship moves forward quickly. It also looks like you'll be prepared when this person shows up. You've got the Magician. You can manifest the type of person that you want. Put out into the universe what you're hoping for. Mustafa. Mustafa, did you see on my community page, I put that eBay store that sells the big jewelry? They're really cheap. Like this bloodstone was like $5. Archie's Gallery. I don't know, but you may be able to find a huge amethyst ring. You probably can. I didn't look. But anyway, Archie's Gallery on eBay. Mustafa. Why is the woman I'm thinking of with the first initial T very rude and disrespectful to me? Does it have anything to do with my masculinity? I got a 70% chance yes. So it could be. I mean, to me, that's funny because, look, it's only my opinion, but I like men to be manly. Like, that's just my thing. I don't care for men that are, not masculine. So, yeah, that could be it. She could be, she could have some kind of an issue with wanting to be a little bit more domineering. Yeah, she may feel a little bit intimidated by you, so that's why she's rude. I don't really understand it, but that's what the cards are. The cards are saying that, yeah, you're onto something. Your intuition's right. Spiritual medium. Tell me why I'm single. Well, sometimes it's just a timing thing. So there's a couple of things that happen. When you have a hard time meeting someone, sometimes it's planetary. So you got somebody coming in, though. So there's the planetary aspect in the astrological chart that sometimes things don't work because you might have a funky transit that prevents it. And then, of course, there's free will. But the biggest thing that I think happens for a lot of people are the soul wounds. It's like at some point we pick up a wound and then it gets embedded in our subconscious. So we keep reliving the same story over and over again. It may be with different people, but it's the same story. But it looks like at some point soon for you, it's going to shift because you got the Lover's card here, which means a soulmate relationship should be entering. It could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I believe it's brand new energy, somebody that you haven't met yet, and you have a wish around the situation. Four of Wands, long-term potential around this person, and this person could be very creative. So it's interesting with this soul wound thing. It's like being attracted to somebody because somewhere deep down inside, they bring up that wound. So it like, if I could think of, like, most people have the wound of being unworthy or not feeling worthy of love or whatever, or feeling like they're inadequate in regards to somebody else. When I was in high school, my best friend had, I felt like all the guys, they only used me to get close to her. And I don't even feel like they even really used me that much. They only used me to get close to her. And each time it happened, the next time it was worse. So, like, the first time it happened, it was with a guy that I didn't really care about. I didn't really like him. The second time it happened with somebody I liked a little bit more. By the third time it happened, it was somebody who I really liked, and I found out that she was sleeping with him, and it was like behind my back, and it was like a big secret. So you can see how, like, that soul wound, that I never healed it. I never got over the fact that I thought that she was better than me. So in my life, I kept, situations kept coming in that was proving that she was better than me, because I wasn't healing the wound. Had I healed the wound in myself, I wouldn't have been attracted to those guys. So it wouldn't have affected me. They would have just been random guys. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But I was attracted to them because they were going to hurt me. It's twisted, and it seems like it doesn't make any sense, but in a bizarre way, those wounds keep resurfacing because we haven't healed them. It's really annoying, especially when you think you've done the work and then all of a sudden the same thing happens again. Good news is for you, it's going to change soon. Sepia General. You've got the sun coming out over your life. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. You also have good karma coming in. Soulmate connection can happen relatively soon with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Mustafa, general for the rest of the week. Things could change for you for the better quickly. You've got the Magician, so you have the ability to manifest a lot this week. Looks like you have a wish as well. Put it out into the universe. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan of some sort. That may make you feel a little bit of relief. The week should finish nicely for you. Talia, general for tomorrow. You are no longer holding yourself back. Somebody from your past could be returning, and they may be somebody who you're happy to hear from, and there could be long-term potential around a relationship with this person. It doesn't mean it's a love relationship. It could be an old friend, whatever it is. Your intuition tomorrow is heightened, and you may be thinking a lot about someone or something. Got some passion coming in, maybe not tomorrow, but I would say before the end of the week. And you also might have a decision to make. There's a little bit of indecisiveness around you tomorrow. Mahalia, ready for this week, general. Okay, you've got the Six of Pentacles, which means you should either be getting respect at work, better compensated, or it could be a personal relationship. Being that this is general, it can go a number of different ways, but either way, it's always positive. Six of Pentacles upright. Getting the respect that you deserve. Ace of Swords, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, stepping into your own strength. Could be spending a lot of time with a Taurus, and you have Sagittarius around you as well. It also looks like you're persevering. So whatever you've been working on, you're putting in a lot of energy, and it should pay off. You have a wish around whatever it is you've been working on. If you've been putting a lot of time and effort into work, it pays off. If you've been putting a lot of effort into your personal life, it pays off. Whatever it is that you've been focused on should be coming into fruition. And you should at least see forward movement this week. Sepia, love. You may actually have decisions that you have to make. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and it could be that you got people around you. This may not this may happen over the course of a couple of weeks or even a couple of months. You got a Leo coming in, laying down the law, setting up boundaries, letting people know what you need. Taurus comes in. Sagittarius is here. Oh boy, Cancer is here, and so is a Libra, and you're persevering. You're not going to stand for any bullshit. So if anyone's not living up to their potential, you're going to get rid of them because you're going to have a lot of opportunities coming up. I don't know what you're doing to meet all these people. They could be around your life right now, but you have a lot of new love interests coming in, and your love life should be changing for the better quickly. At the end of the day, your love life should move on before the end of the year. Kira, just had a meeting with my manager about injections being added to my job duties without being given any policy or pay raise. Not feeling good about it. I don't blame you. All right, what's going on around the new responsibilities? I think something positive happens with both the policies and money, because you got growth and transformation here. It also looks like you're going to start to feel relief around this situation, and you might be feeling, less burdened and relief. I think it's good because I think you're getting more responsibilities and it's moving forward, and you'll be prepared for it. I think you will get more money. They just you might not have had that discussion yet. I would, at some point, I wouldn't wait too long. I would bring it up. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, I want to know what the policy is, or whatever it is that you want to know. Hey, I have questions about this. Because if you're taking on more responsibility, you should be getting better compensated, and I think you will be. So, see how that goes. I mean, Mercury now is finally going direct. Mars is going direct next week. Things should start to move forward with little effort now. Angie, will me and Jay's relationship last? It does have long-term potential. I won't tell anybody that it's going to last until death do you part. I just don't believe that. But I do think that it's got long-term potential. Yeah, you got 70% chance that it's a significant relationship. Mustafa. Will I find a group to join for the accounting project soon? Oh, I hated those things. I remember when I was in accounting, I had to do a project too. And I remember one of the women that was in my group, she reminded me so much of my mother. Yeah, you're going to find something. Yeah, it seems like things fall into place pretty quickly. Martha, did the Gemini block and unblock me after? Okay. Did the Gemini block and unblock me after? I'm only getting a 33% chance. If they did something like that, or I would say that maybe they did it by accident. 33% chance isn't high enough for me to say that they did it, like like they purposely blocked you and thought about it, and then days later purposely thought about it and unblocked it. It could have been something that they did in by accident. What was I doing here? Uh-oh. I lost my spot. Oh, there we go. I got it. Kira, reading on my date with Daniel this upcoming Friday. should go well. You're not holding yourself back. There's success around the date. You have a wish around the situation, and it could have long-term potential. New me, general for this week. Watch out for a tower moment. And there may be indecision around this tower moment with some sharp energy. You get through it relatively quickly because there's cause for celebration that comes up soon. So maybe it's just a misunderstanding with all this bullshit the planets are doing. Yeah, you get through it fast. Capricorn comes in that could be significant. Also a fire sign that may be a love interest. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Whatever that tower moment is, it blows over pretty quickly. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding of some sort. Lovely. How is Jay feeling right now? Feels a little bit weak. Is not ready for a new beginning. But, I mean, they're like in a mini tower moment, or they feel a little bit like a miniature mess with the tower in reverse. But they do have success around them, and they do have a wish. So things around them should clear relatively soon, maybe within the next day or so. They just may be going through a real bad moment. Mustafa, will I catch up on all my work? I get some in my accounting class by the end of the week. Will I catch up on all my work? You're going to catch up on your work. I don't doubt it. You just have to focus a little bit, and you're going to get that stuff done. Ronnie, when will I be less stressed? Nothing is working. Yeah, I know. Well, we got a couple of nice things happening. First of all, that moon, the full moon, that's over. That energy should be shifting. It also should be exposing things. And we've got Mars going direct next week. Mercury went stationed direct yesterday. So things should start to get a little bit better. Yeah, for you it should be relatively soon. I think but by the weekend into early next week you should start feeling a little bit less stressed. That full moon was supposed to really shake things up because it had Uranus. You know, like Uranus is like like it just blows everything up. Like so yeah, it should, everybody should feel a shake from that. It just might not have been exposed yet. It may be exposed in November sometime. Gabby, career advice. I'm so done with this fucking place. Okay. Well, you have financial stability coming in and choices coming up. So you are going to have an opportunity to move on with your life. Balance comes in. A new opportunity should be showing up. I'm going to say before the end of the year. And success comes in around it. You might get another opportunity and you may be able to leave that place before the end of the year. Would be nice. Or maybe around the end of the year. Crystal, finance reading for next year. Will I be okay? You should be okay next year. Yeah, you should be okay. 70% chance, yes, you should be fine. You got some good luck around money. You also got some new job opportunities. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan, which should make you feel relief. Darlene, how is Kate feeling about me, and when will he contact me? Right now, it doesn't look like, well, it looks like he's holding himself back, and it doesn't look like you guys are connecting anytime soon. He may not be putting in a whole lot of effort. You might feel like things have gone become a little bit unstable. I think that there's somebody else around him. The Three of Cups in reverse. He may be involved with somebody else right now. That could be why he's not putting in a whole lot of effort. He's feeling a little bit distracted and disconnected. When will you hear from him again? It could take about another 8 weeks before you hear from him. It doesn't look like he's putting in all that much effort right now. I think he's kind of distracted right now. Gloria, I had a sex dream about Capricorn and wrote it out. How would he feel if I sent it to him? All right, well, here's the Capricorn shows up, so we know we're talking about him. Three of Swords is here. I wouldn't suggest it because this is like heartbreak. I wouldn't suggest it. Empress is also in reverse. I don't think the timing is right. I would hold off on that because not with the Three of Swords. I don't think you would get the reaction that you want. Kira, what can I expect? Love and job for the rest of November. Okay, you're going to have choices when it comes to love, there's no doubt. You got an Aquarius, you have a Taurus, you got a Leo, you got someone from your past returning, and the love cup is full. When it comes to work, perseverance takes you to the next level, and you may need to make a decision, or you may have made a decision about which direction you want to take your career in. Justice comes in, which is good karma around your career. The hard work that you've put into your career is going to start to pay off, and your career moves forward, and you're ready. You're prepared for it. Growth and transformation happens around the job. That's very positive. November should be a pretty decent month for you, love-wise and work-wise. Mustafa, messages from the spirit guides. Strength, Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. The Four of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. You got two archangels, Gabriel and Ariel. Not bad. Well, I don't even remember what it was I said. Oh, was it the story about my best friend that used to get all the attention from the guys? You know, her and I had a very interesting relationship because I never felt competitive with her, even though I always felt that she was prettier than I was. Like, she was tall. She had really long, straight blonde hair, which is something that I always wanted. But it was really funny because her mom was short with dark curly hair, and her mom always liked me, and I think that her mom, I think she kind of felt jealous because her mom liked me so much. Her mom was very difficult. She was a very strong character, and my mom always thought highly of her, so it was just very weird dynamic. And I never felt jealous of her, although I did think that she was prettier than I was, and she was much more popular than I was. Interesting. It was very interesting. But her mother was always comparing her to her. And I know she didn't like that. April, for the rest of the week and the weekend. Okay, for the rest of the week and the weekend, it looks like things move forward. You got a lot of energy coming in around you. Gemini is around you. You could be hearing from the Virgo. There's Capricorn and Aries that both may show up. Cancer as well. You have a wish happening this week. Put it out into the universe. Life could change for you for the better quickly. The Judgment card, being at the right place at the right time, or it could be coming to a crossroads. Coming to a crossroads with something and having to decide which road you're going to take. Oh my God, Mustafa, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad that I could help. Sue. I don't see the question yet. I see Inez. What's coming in for me in the Aries in love from now until the next 2 weeks? Okay. You could have a new journey. You could start a new journey with him. The thing is that over the next 2 weeks, your intuition is heightened, so listen to it, but success and the sun are both in reverse. So you might move forward with him, but you might not get to where you want to get to. That's okay, one day at a time. You may be feeling a little bit like I'm waiting for my ship to come in, but I do think that there is progress in the relationship. Angie, my brother said that he was going to buy me a new phone. When do you see him buying it? Oh, soon. Maybe within the next 2 weeks. Pretty soon. I hear she's supposed to be taking a nap, but I don't think she is. No, she's watching cartoons. John, general for the next 2 weeks. Not bad. Perseverance brings you in good karma and happiness and feeling prepared for it. Things may improve around work. Being at the right place at the right time is pushing you towards, or divine timing is pushing you to all 10 cups being full. It looks like you may have a creative project that you're working on. You may be working really hard, but it looks like it's paying off. No longer feeling like I'm waiting around for my ship to come in, but things are moving forward. Your intuition is heightened too, so listen to that. April. I had some sharp words with my Sagittarius friend. She did apologize. She was being rude. Okay, let's see. Will she apologize? I think she's going to apologize, yeah. Might take her a minute. Nima. I don't see the question yet. Adriana. Is it a good deal to live there? Is it a good deal to live there? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Adriana, are we going to become friends, she and I? You guys are going to become friends. Yeah. Inez, I'm giving my ex a chance and we will meet the first time after 1 year and the next week. How will the meeting be? Okay, let's see. You might, see what you got here is like the wound may have healed. Whatever happened in the past happened and you're ready to move forward. But you guys may not gel the same way and you may decide to move on. Thing is that you're calling the shots. You won't be brokenhearted over it. He may be. You may not feel like you connect with him the same way. You might have outgrown him. Fia, what's coming towards me? Well, you may be feeling a little bit weighed down by the weight of the world being on your shoulders, but you have a lot of good stuff coming in. So that should go away pretty soon. Balance starts to come back, feeling like you've got some choices. And the Four of Wands is positive. It could be anything from upgrading your home, moving homes, to upgrading a relationship or having something to celebrate around a relationship. You've got a Taurus, no, you've got a Virgo and a Sagittarius around you. That could be positive and significant. You got success coming in around a new love relationship or a current love relationship. If you're not with anyone, the Virgo and the Sagittarius could be possibilities. If you are with someone, current relationship would be moving forward nicely. 10 of Cups, you're heading towards all 10 Cups being full. So you've got good stuff happening. It might take a little bit of time to get there, but it's coming. Diana, how will my new job at Amazon go? I start tomorrow. Oh, good luck. I don't work as, all right, let me do this one first and then I'll answer that. It goes well. It goes really well. So you listen to your intuition, you're feeling prepared, you're feeling strong, and you're able to pay off a bill of debt or a loan that's been hanging over your head. So I was laid off from that job in 2012, the accounting job. And at that time, I had enough work teaching yoga and working part-time at A&P. And I didn't want to go back. I actually wanted to quit because I really did have enough work with yoga and the grocery store, but I didn't have the nerve to quit. I was too afraid, and they wound up laying me off in June of 2012, and so I never went back. I never went back to accounting. That wasn't for me. When I first got the job, it was the exact opposite of my job at the grocery store. Like, I was able to sit, I was able to drink coffee, I was able to go to the bathroom when I needed to go to the bathroom. I could have a phone call if somebody called me. But sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day, that's not for me. No. Mima, Gemini and I had a talk, and she's going away for 3 months. She said that within that time, if I come across someone that I'm interested in, she wouldn't want me to miss out on that exploring that. Does she actually feel okay with that? Okay. She does feel okay with it. Yeah, she is okay with that. She doesn't want to hold you back. I don't think that she, you know, when people like put it on somebody else, it's usually because that's how they're feeling. It's like, in other words, if she was committed to you, then she wouldn't want you to see anybody else. So she's kind of saying to you, I don't want to hold you back because I'm not in this 100%. So if somebody else shows up, feel free to explore that, because I can't tell you that I'm not going to do the same. So, you know, 3 months is a long time, but it's not that long. You know what I mean? In 3 months, I mean, there are people that have been single for years. Chances are in 3 months, you might not meet anybody. And if you do, like, if you're in a committed relationship with somebody and you meet somebody new, you don't explore it. Like, that's it. You're like, I'm in a committed relationship with this person. But if you guys have decided to not be in a committed relationship, then I would say, explore whatever comes in. But yeah, she is okay with it. She's not just saying that. Crystal, will I get a better job or a raise in salary next year? You should be getting at least a raise. There are other opportunities for jobs next year, but at the very least, you should be getting a raise where you are if you're not ready to make a move. If you are ready to make a move, it would be for the better. It would be for greener pastures. Mustafa. Well, you know what? You can't prevent somebody from doing readings. Like, the only thing that you can do is protect yourself and protect your energy. Thing is that I mean, I got to be honest. In all of the readers that I've spoken to in my life, and I have spoken to so many people, Lori from Passages of Light, I trust her. She doesn't use cards. I mean, she's like a straight up psychic, although she does sometimes pull cards. But I trust her. And then the woman that I go to in New Jersey, I've called a handful of people on California psychics. I feel like you get two extremes from them. You get the person that it seems like the ones that are most expensive will tell you exactly what you want to hear or what they think you want to hear. But I feel like it's not easy to find a good card reader. I just feel like it's not, I mean, in my experience, I feel like I've been to more people that have either tried to con me into thinking I have some kind of a curse on me and that I need to do some kind of a crazy ritual that I'm going to pay them all this money to have it removed. Or, I mean, there have been some cases where people have just been so wrong. I mean, I think it's hard to find a good reader. So I wouldn't be too concerned with what anybody else picks up through a reading, because chances are, it probably wouldn't matter. It wouldn't make much of a difference. It probably wouldn't be true. Like, I went to this one woman, to make a very long story short. I mean, she had notes written on the cards. Like, she didn't even know what the cards meant. And I'm okay with that. If you need a little cheat sheet, I think that's okay. But it was almost like she was just making shit up. Like, all right, I went in with my friend. Now, me, I can be maybe, you don't know what my nationality is. I can understand that. My whole life, people never knew what I was. That was the first question people always asked me. My friend, who was a very, very like plain Jane, brown hair in a ponytail, no makeup on, white button down shirt, jeans, very hard to read, like, as far as like just looking at her. Me, I think I was wearing a tie-dyed dress of some type. So she's like, oh, your ancestors in the spirit world love your ethnic clothing. Oh, they love that you dress in the ethnic threads or something. And I'm like, I'm fucking Italian. Like we don't have, what ethnic threads? Like, I would think, well, if I was Scottish, maybe I was wearing a kilt, or, Indian, they wear those saris. But I don't think Italians have any ethnic, and certainly not in my family. My mother was like, she was a Bronx Italian hairdresser. So you know the type. There was no ethnic clothing in my family. I felt like she was looking at me and making up a story. So you gotta, I wouldn't worry too much about don't worry about it. And just protect yourself as far as using sage and that kind of stuff. Gabby, it would be nice. I kept get the procrastination oracle right around the time it's not easy to make a move, to switch jobs or to move houses or to do stuff like that. We get very comfortable where we are, and sometimes, Even if it's not where we want to be, it's better than, you know, it's more comfortable. We'd rather be comfortable and miserable than take a chance that's scary. I get it. Ronnie, well, I finished the class I signed up for. You should. Eight of Pentacles. You should be working hard on it. Oh, did I skip John? Gabby, spirit messages. The Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. Unexpected opportunities. The Chariot, Archangel Metatron. In an important achievement, self-discipline, willpower, and public recognition. John, what about 2021 for me? 2021. You are not holding yourself back in 2021. Life starts to move forward. You may be offered this could be any kind of being offered something that would be hard to turn down. Success comes in. Good luck comes in. When you lay down the law, set up boundaries. So that could be like a work thing. That could be more of a work thing. Financial stability is coming in. And it looks like with love, you've got the Two of Cups. So you should be connecting with somebody in a love relationship sometime throughout the year. You've got the Wish card. You've got, well, you got a couple of people. You could have a new love interest. You got somebody from your past returning. You also have a Leo and a Libra here. So it could be somebody from the past could be one of those. Or they could be two new people, somebody from the past. And there's definitely one new love interest that should show up throughout the year. Life seems to move forward. Out of the blue, like a bolt of lightning, you may hear from somebody who you never thought you would hear from in 2021. Or that you haven't heard from in a long time. Kira, will my job fire me or should I look for a new job? I don't know why you think that your job would fire you if they just gave you a new responsibility. I don't think so. It doesn't hurt to look for a new job just to see what's out there, but I don't think that they're going to fire you. No, I don't think so. But if you've ever been laid off before or fired before, that's a serious fear. You know, I was laid off in 2012, and I mean, they really treat you like you're a criminal. It's like, I'm not going to, you know, kill anybody. I'm just going to get my stuff and leave. But once you have that happen to you, see, that's what I'm talking about, like a soul wound. So, all right, so that happened to me in 2012. And then there was one day where I was teaching yoga at one of the studios, and it just happened to be that 3 of the managers were there. So I thought I was getting fired. Like, that's what I thought. I legitimately thought, I'm like, 3 of them are here. This is what happens when they fire people. Well, meanwhile, that's not what happens at yoga. I mean, if it does happen, I don't know that that happens. Nobody's ever said that that happened. But it's like, because it happened to me once, that fear came up. And I remember, like, after the class was done, I was like, I was waiting for them to, like, we need to talk. Like, that's like that, or see me. Those are the things that you just never want to hear. But they just happened to be there. They just happened to be there to take the class. It was for nothing else. But that's typical, like, soul wound. Once you've been through that, it's like that feeling comes back, like, oh my God, I'm getting fired. When meanwhile, it's like you didn't do anything wrong. You know, they can't, I mean, I guess maybe in a small company they can, but when you work for a corporation, they really just can't fire you because for nothing. I mean, they could lay you off if like business is declining, but I don't think you got to worry about that. Not now, anyway. April. Gemini's actions and intentions towards me. Gemini's actions and intentions towards me. He's prepared. He should be putting in a lot of effort. Got good karma around the situation, and he should be wanting things to move forward. New beginning. He's probably going to want to see you soon. Boo boo. Does my Capricorn want to be with me or the Aries? Once again, every time you find yourself in a situation where you're pitted against somebody else, and it's like if you're in a situation where somebody else has the power to choose you or to choose somebody else, the person that is less needy wins. That's just the way the energy works. So right now, when you ask that question, it brings you down. It makes you less, it makes you more needy than the Aries. Aries is a strong personality anyway. So, yeah, you see, we got to get out of the idea of, is he going to pick me or is he going to pick her? Because when you're in that situation, I just said it before with my best friend from high school, she always won. She got every guy that I wanted because I always felt like, is he going to pick me or is he going to pick her? And she didn't care. She really didn't care. And if someone broke up with her, she didn't care. She found somebody else. Me, I cried over it for 3 years. Yeah, see, this situation right now is showing that you've got feeling either unjust or feeling like there's bad karma around the situation. The Capricorn is probably not putting in a lot of energy right now, and they're feeling unprepared. It also looks like this situation has burdened you. I would say you got to you got to get out of the idea of me or the Aries. You have to stop feeling that way because you're giving the control of your destiny over to the Capricorn. The Capricorn doesn't decide your destiny, you do. You make the decisions. So if you can kind of change the way you think, it could change the way the energy around the situation. Ronnie, you're right. I have been sleeping. Okay, good. What's next spiritually? You're not holding yourself back. You're going to feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain, like you can control the sleeping thing. I don't think you're going to have much trouble with sleeping moving forward. I also think you're going to hear messages from ancestors and guides through other people. And you're going to know, like you're going to know the difference. You'll be able to tell when you're just overhearing a conversation or when it's a spirit guide. Like the spirit guide may tell somebody, like you could be like, say you're waiting for a bus somewhere. You might hear one person say to the other person, whatever the message is, and you'll know that that's like, it's a significant message for you. It's not, you're not just hearing it for no random reason. Like there's a message behind it. And you'll be like, oh, that's very interesting. Another thing I think might happen is with the smells. So you may be like somewhere and like smell a familiar smell that reminds you of someone. Like my mom wore a certain perfume. Her jewelry box still smells like it. So if I'm like in a random place and all of a sudden somebody walks by and smells like that perfume, I'm always like, okay, my mother's around. You might start associating the smells with people from the past. That and the conversations, I think, start to happen between now and the end of the year. The conversation things that's interesting. Mima, how does Gemini feel about her sex life? Feels it's good. Well, for the most part. The love cup is in reverse. So there may be something that she feels that it's lacking, but for the most part, it feels like things have moved forward. Um, well, she may think that some things need improvement, but for the most part, she's happy with it. There's some things that she definitely feels could be on the fence about, but for the most part, she's happy with it. April. Let's see it yet. How about Sue? My brother saw a pic of Sierra posted with a guy. Is it romantic? Okay. Could be 70% chance it could be one, but it feels like one of them is pursuing the other. He may be pursuing her, and she just may be liking the attention, or she could be putting it up there because she wants him to see it. Because you know we got a lot of that crap that goes on. So my brother liked the post. How did Sierra feel about that? How will she respond? It pissed her off, I think. But she's not going to say anything about it. What is she going to say? She's not going to say anything about it, but she didn't get the reaction that she wanted from him. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is something going on between her and that guy. I'm not going to say out of revenge or out of spite, but I don't think that she's really into him. But I think that that picture was put up there for a purpose. And then he liked it. That really frosted it for her. She didn't like that. She's playing games. You know, listen, I keep telling you people that Facebook is run by Satan. Because think about it. Think about all of that deception right there. She's putting up a picture that leads him to believe something. He is liking a picture because he wants a reaction. She doesn't react to it because she doesn't want to give him the satisfaction. You see this? Like, you know, like the whole thing can't be any more deceptive. I mean, people are very deceptive, and I don't know why it surprises me, but if you're trying to build a relationship built on honesty and you have all of this deception going on, you're already starting off behind the 8 ball. Lovely. Does David think of me? Yeah, he does think about you, yeah. You do cross his mind on occasion. And there are so many people that are just bogus. And a lot of people, see, like, a lot of people talk like, you know, in terms of this is your soulmate or this is your twin flame, as if you have to spend your whole life trying to find this person, and then finally you meet this person and it's like life and death, and that's not true. And I don't feel like, as an adult, I think it's that adults know better, but when you're saying it to like a 17-year-old kid or an 18-year-old kid, which I was in that situation, you know, it's like a mind fuck. Why are you doing that? You know, like, my mom was married at 20, she was divorced at 40. That wasn't till death do us part, but it doesn't mean it wasn't a significant relationship. She was married, she bought 2 houses, she had cars and vacations and 2 children. It was significant. Doesn't mean that was my father her soulmate, her twin flame. I don't know about that. I mean, really, I don't know about that, but Little Virgo, how does Thad feel about me? He thinks that you are happy, kind-hearted, warm, loving, sincere, loyal, courageous, down-to-earth, stable, attractive, peaceful, serene, and passionate. Gabby, I think you'd probably be happier someplace else. I don't think that that place is going to improve that much. Once you get back into the thing, you'll probably, you'll probably find something pretty quick. Mima. I keep seeing synchronicities in numbers and songs. The Gemini sung a song out of the blue, and then I got to the phone to my friend. She started singing the exact same song. All right, like people talk all the time about like synchronicities, and people talk about like angel numbers and stuff like that. And I used to look for stuff like that too. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, what does it mean? Is it anything more than just a coincidence? I can't see. I don't like to like take a coincidence and turn it into, okay, so this is meant to be. Oh, okay. You had the same song playing, so that means you guys are destined to be together. And I know readers that do that. I feel like you got to go with the energy of the situation and what's in front of you right now. As far as synchronicities go, I see 11:11 all the time, probably twice a day when it's 11:11. But what happens? Nothing. My life has not changed magically because I see 11:11. I used to also pay very close attention to license plates. I learned years ago, Archangel Raphael, he sends messages through license plates. So I can photographically remember license plates. I don't know why. I always have been that way. But what does it mean? Nothing. I mean, what has changed because I saw that license plate? Nothing. Like I was behind one that it was my brother's birthday. Okay, so it was my brother's birthday, but what happened? Nothing. So I would be careful with looking into things and wanting to believe that it means something else. I mean, I can't say from what the cards have shown and from what you're telling me that this person is saying to you, this relationship seems to be okay, but I don't think that she's committing to you, and I don't think, like, I don't want to put you in a situation where it's like, yeah, this is meant to be. This is meant to be, and everything that you're seeing, and it all equals that you guys are going to end up together, because I don't feel that that's a fair thing to do to somebody. I don't feel like leading somebody to believe something that is the cards aren't showing, and neither are the two parties on the same page. I don't feel like that's helpful. As far as like synchronicities go, people are always looking for them, so they show up. It's law of attraction. It's like, I want to see 11:11, so I look at the clock and it's 11:11. But in reality, what does seeing 11:11 do for me? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I have studied all of this shit for so long, and I have seen things that like unfold for other people, and I'm like, how did that happen for somebody who is defying, like, I had a conversation yesterday with somebody where everything was pointing at this, that this guy was supposed to make this one decision. This, in this guy's life, this was supposed to happen astrologically. It said it. Vedic astrologers predicted it. The cards predicted it. Psychics have predicted it. Straight up psychics have predicted it. But yet he made the totally different decision. So where do you go in a situation like that? You know what I mean? So when I was working with this person, my answer, or what I think is going to happen, is that in his situation, he just hasn't made the decision yet. He just hasn't gotten there yet. He's delaying it, and then there's going to come a point where he can't delay it anymore, and then boom, like things are going to change. So what I'm saying here is, it like, Be careful with the synchronicity stuff, because if you're looking for them, they're going to appear. And if you're using that to convince yourself of something, that's where I feel like it's false hope. So I would be careful with that, because she comes up as being undecided. She comes up as being on the fence about the sex life. She also comes up as feeling like she's okay with you seeing other people. So I don't want to give false hope. I would rather see you be a little bit more realistic about the situation. And if somebody else does show up in your life in the 3 months that she's gone, I'd like to see you explore it, because it would give you more power in the situation. You would be taking back the power for yourself. I have other options. Hey, maybe I don't like you as much as I thought I did. Maybe I like this person more, which then will give her a chance to step up a little bit. If she does and you wind up going back with her, great. If not, your life is moved forward. But the one thing that doesn't happen is you're not sitting around crying over anybody. Your life is moving forward. And that's what I would rather see you focus on. Because I'm not convinced that no matter what signs or symbols show up, that she's exactly on the same page as you right now. And that makes me nervous. You know, only because for the pain, for your own pain. You know what I mean? Like, it's always better to be, I think, a little bit more realistic about where things are going. Kira, I refuse to do an injection today with having any okay, that's why I'm worried about them firing me. Well, I don't think, I mean, if you need, you like, if you're not comfortable doing something, I don't think they can fire you for that. You know, I would go to human resources and talk about it. Like, you can't make somebody do something they're uncomfortable with if you don't know how you're going to be covered for it. You know, like, what happens if you made a mistake? Or I don't know what the exact policy has to be, because I'm not in that field, but you need to know what, yeah, I would talk about it with human resources. Definitely. I would say, listen, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't know what the policy is. I was not, you know, I was just told to do it and I'm uncomfortable with it. And human resources should be there to, you know, protect you, or at least advise you on how to deal with it, how to deal with situations like that. Enos, general for November. That's why I think I would go talk about it with human resources. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. And when you go to them, it's supposed to become confidential. Enos, general for November. You've got hard work coming in. You've got Eight of Pentacles, which is either going back to school, learning a new area of study. Six of Pentacles, being well respected. So this could be working hard at work and being well respected for it, even being better paid for it. You also have money coming in November. Plus, you're going to have choices. Three of Pentacles, you should have a stable business relationship that brings in a lot of money, or upgrading. You could be getting a raise, a bonus of some type, but money should be good in November. Me and my song was no limit, and there was just something else that they both said. Beginning of self. General love between myself and my estranged husband. Okay, you've got a couple of things here. So I don't know when the last time was that you spoke to him, but you got to wish around the situation, and there's perseverance. I don't know if he's persevering or you are, but somebody may be putting in a lot of effort here. Six of Pentacles. Two people working honestly on the relationship. You're going to have a choice around this. There may be an opportunity to rekindle this relationship with him in the near future. I would keep your options open regardless, because he is your ex-husband, but there may be an opportunity to go back to it. TD, general for tomorrow. I may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, and you may be a little disappointed about something tomorrow, feeling a little bit out of balance and a little bit regretful. I don't know, tomorrow's energy is not that great. It also looks like you might feel a little unsuccessful around something. Tomorrow may not be the best energy. Well, it'll blow over fast. TD, Aries energy towards me. Not bad. Like moving forward and putting in equal effort. Or respectful. Stephanie, is my nurse leader trying to get rid of me? You got a 70% chance yes. It looks like she's got choices that she's got to make. I don't know much about that field, but there may be something going on there. Sepia. Is Rommel the water sign soulmate? Is Rommel the water sign soulmate? Yep, yeah, definitely a soulmate relationship. Stephanie, will they still consider me for overtime? And if so, when? I'm so upset. Will they still consider me for overtime? Yes, they will. They can't. I don't think they can't fire you, right? What can they do? Move you to a different group? Let's see what happens. Before you get upset, let's wait and see what happens. Because it looks like you are going to be working overtime, so you should still be there. April, when someone asks for space, I pull myself way back, but I miss talking to my friend. How is she feeling and why is she acting like this? She just messaged me yesterday that she ended things with that guy, and I was like, okay, and then that's it. I think that he's got a lot to do with it. I do think that he's got a lot to do with it. She's going to get back to her old self. 6 of Cups. She should be okay. You have a wish around the situation, and things should come back into balance. I think this has a lot to do with that guy. Some people are like that. I found that growing up, like I had one friend that when she was going through a heartbreak, the world had to stop for her. But the rest of us, if we were going through a heartbreak, she would be like, just get over it. Like, it's no big fucking deal. Like, really, just get over it. Meanwhile, like, you would be like, I listened to you cry for 2 years. So everybody's different. Ronnie, is the ex-Cancer friend still reaching out? Yes. Yep. New me. Will the tower moment be with my baby daddy? Okay. Could be. Yeah. Sue, what are Sierra's current feelings and energy towards my brother? See, she feels prepared, and she's got the 10 cups being full. So her energy towards him is not bad. I don't know. I feel like she's playing games, and I don't like that. Mustafa, how does the man Amin think and feel about me? Thinks that you're strong, intelligent, maybe even wise beyond your years. Thinks that you have a lot of potential. And thinks that you're well prepared. Not bad. Yes, I did vote. I always do. And I had to park like 5 blocks away and walk with 20 pounds of Avery and wait online for 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, about an hour. It was about an hour. The walk was about 20 minutes. That's okay. It was a good arms workout. Beginning of self. He is wondering if I should give him, he's wondering if I should give him a chance. Is he wondering if you will give him a chance, or he is wondering if I should give him a chance? I think he's wondering if you would give him another chance. I think there is another opportunity for the two of you. You may want to explore it. It might be something that you feel like you need to, for no matter what happens. Yeah, I think he is wondering. Yeah, I think that there's going to be another opportunity for you and him. I'm not convinced that it's over between you. Not totally. Beginning of self. He is wondering if I should give him a chance. I think he's got himself together, but he's nervous. Yeah, I think that there's another opportunity coming in for the two of you. So we got to see how that plays out. You know, sometimes, like I had one woman who she was so in love with this guy. They weren't even together that long, but she was just mad about him. And he dumped her, and she was brokenhearted. For months, she couldn't get past it. All she wanted was for him to come back. And the cards were saying, he's coming back, he's coming back, he's coming back. And then he came back, and she just did not feel the same way about him. It's like all of a sudden she started to see him for who he was, and she ended it. Very interesting when that happens, but sometimes you got to revisit it to figure that out. And sometimes you revisit it and you feel like, you know what, this is where I belong. So, you know, that's going to be your choice. April, the Virgo told me that he's going back to New Zealand for vacation, but before he leaves, he'll come to my city to see me. I just want to tell him to get lost. Well, you see, that's what you can do. See, that's the thing. Like, you got the free will to do that. So let's see. Oh, I think you are going to tell him to take a hike. You might tell him to take a hike. Yeah. You might be undecided about it, though. And then when he comes back, he may reach out to you again, because then you have another opportunity coming in here with the Sun, Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility, and feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You might tell him that you don't want to be bothered with him. He may go to New Zealand, come back, and reach out to you again. That's possible. See, that's the thing with free will, and I think that that's the trouble. Well, I think that there's a couple of things. I think that we want to be told, right? Like, we want to be told that the future holds something good for us. But if we didn't have choices and we weren't making decisions, then we wouldn't have free will. You know, if it was all, if everything was written out in like stone and there was nothing that was changing, and nothing was malleable in the future, then we wouldn't be learning anything, because it was all laid out. Like, we learn when we make the choice. Like, okay, I went back to him 3 times. He's proven to me 3 times that he's a shithead. I'm done now. Like, now you've learned your lesson. That person's not changing. So I think that if you tell him to fuck off, he may go to New Zealand, come back, and reach out to you again. At that point, you might be in a totally different place. But let's see. Sue, future for my brother and Sierra for the next 2 weeks. Okay, it does. The love cup is in reverse, so I don't know that they're going to be connecting in the next 2 weeks. But things do change for the better. So things could change for the better. There may be opportunity coming up. I don't think it happens as fast as 2 weeks. They're both prepared, and the Four of Wands is here, which means there is long-term potential around the situation. Something should change for the better, but I don't know that they're back in a relationship or that they're even anywhere remotely close to it because the Ace of Cups is in reverse. New me. Likelihood of me going to Dallas this weekend. I think you're going to Dallas. Yeah, it comes up pretty high. 99% chance that you're going to go to Dallas. New me. What's Marcus's problem with me? He's got anxiety around this situation. He's got anxiety and he's slow to make a move. He doesn't have a problem with you, although he does come up as argumentative and unsuccessful around you. Maybe he feels that you're more successful than he is. He feels a little stuck in his own right. He's got the devil. He's got death card in reverse, which means he's not growing and changing, not now, and he's dealing with a demon. That's his problem. Whatever that demon is. Could be another person. It could be an earthly pleasure. Whatever it is, there's something that gets, there's a demon that gets in a way, a demon that stands in the way of his growth, which then he takes out on you because you don't have it. And you're always growing, changing, and evolving. And he's got anxiety. I think that he feels that you got it more together than he does. Mustafa. Will I be able to avoid all the family members I'm trying to avoid, especially my aunt with the first initial R, to a comfortable extent for the next 2 years? You should be able to, for a comfortable extent. You won't be able to avoid them totally. Lily, is my friend V, for my friend V, general this month. Okay. Okay, general for my friend V for this month. Strength comes in or a Leo comes in that's significant. Depends on, it could be both. She could be feeling stronger in herself. A Leo can enter. Her intuition is sharp and she's being guided by the divine. She also has a Virgo coming in that could be significant, and she shouldn't be feeling weighed down by the weight of the world. She should feel relief. She's persistent and persevering. She's got the world at her feet. She's going to have choices possibly around work, school, career, or whatever it is that she does all day, and she's not holding herself back. If an opportunity arises, she's going to take it. She's heading towards all 10 cups being full. If she's not in a relationship, she's got a Virgo and a Leo coming in that could be significant. Sue, my brother reached out to Sierra 2 days ago. She hasn't opened it yet. Should he delete the chat? How will she react if he deletes it? I wouldn't delete it. No, I'm not getting any aces. I only got a 33% chance that he should delete it. If he does, she may throw her off balance. I don't know. I wouldn't delete it. I would leave it the way it is. Let's see what happens. Malika, general reading. Moving forward, you got the world at your feet. You're letting a betrayal move into the past, or something that was an old wound. It's moving into the past. You got a Capricorn coming in that could be significant, a Libra, and an Aquarius. Plus, you got the Magician. So you can pretty much manifest anything you want. You got passion coming in around a new love connection or a current relationship if you're in one. 9 of Cups. You got a wish, put it out into the universe. 10 of Pentacles. You got money coming in. You also have growth and transformation coming in with the Death card. Mihak, general for November. General for November. Could be starting a new journey. Your life can move forward pretty quickly, and you've got success coming in around whatever it is that you've been working on. Your balance comes back to your life. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. The sun is in reverse. Happiness is on its way, maybe a little bit delayed, but it's still coming. TD. General around the party I'm going to tomorrow. It should be okay. It doesn't look like it's anything to write home about. It's like there's Ace of Swords. Could be a little bit of sharp energy, or you may not be thrilled. There's success, though. Balance, and there's room for growth and transformation. It's not terrible. It just may not be anything too great. It's okay. Oh, April, don't be embarrassed. It's fine. Please. It's totally fine. Listen, we've all been there. Myogram. Who is coming towards me? Air sign comes in. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Success comes in around this person. You got a Scorpio coming in as well. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. You're prepared for a love connection, and that's exactly what you're going to get. If you're holding out for a love connection, you got several people. Leo comes in, a Scorpio, and an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're going to have choices. 7 of Cups. Krista, did Dee change her mind about making Jay leave? %70 chance, yes, she did change her mind. She's a real piece of work, that one, huh? Nav, what's coming in love next week? Okay, you have a wish and you're prepared, so put it out into the universe. Sun is in reverse, so you may be, happiness may be delayed next week, but it does look like you got somebody coming in who could be a Virgo That could be a soulmate connection. Could be new energy coming in. Over the next couple of weeks, new interest comes in, and your love life changes for the better quickly. I don't know that it's going to happen as fast as next week, though. It might take a little bit more time than that. Sorry, you could close them. Thank you. I'll come back on later tonight. Krista, is that why I haven't heard from him for 3 days? Yeah, there could be bullshit going on over there. These people are amazing. I mean, I don't understand it, but the manipulation tactics should not be working for much longer on anyone. So let's see let's see what happens. Gloria, will I hear from CL? Yes, you should hear from CL. Yep. All right, I will answer for the moderators, but while I wait for them, I will answer for some people that I didn't get to. Let me go back up to the top. I did that. Sonia, so annoyed. The papers that I need are blocked in my university due to software shutdown. I want to know if Nadia will retrieve them for me in time for the PhD contest. Okay. Yeah, she should be able to. Mary, ask the Capricorn's current energies towards me. Okay. Hermit, he may be pulling his energy back where he may be quiet for a little while. 3 of Cups in reverse. There may be somebody else around him right now. Zara, general until the end of the year. Okay. You're letting disappointment and tower moments and bullshit move into the past. Got good karma moving forward. You may have some money coming in. Capricorn comes in who could be significant, and you got a little bit of adventurous times between now and the end of the year. Starting a new journey, possibly taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. And you've got choices coming in. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful if you don't want children. You've got, oh my God, you've got growth and transformation and happiness that come in around your love life, but you have choices. You've got the Aquarius. That Taurus keeps showing up. What a pain in the ass he is. You got a Cancer. Possibly a Capricorn. You're going to have a lot of choices. Mel, general for tomorrow. Eight of Pentacles, working hard on something or putting a lot of effort into something tomorrow brings in peace and serenity, cause for celebration, and your wish. Tomorrow should be a good, productive day. Sepia, will Ramel and I, when Ramel and I are going to see each other? Okay. How's the communication been? You should be seeing him soon. The Four of Spades, 4 days to 4 weeks, sometime this fall. It should be pretty soon. The communication should be picking up now that Mercury is going direct. Maybe not, maybe it hasn't yet because it just went direct, but it should be. Where was that one from April? Hang on. I saw it. Shit, where the heck did it go? Oh, about the Gemini that wouldn't let go of us hugging. I kind of feel okay if you don't. Wait a second. I think I got skipped about the Gemini that wouldn't let go of us hugging. I kind of feel okay if you didn't, though. Okay, you're overthinking things. Yeah. All right, let's see. Well, you got to wish around the situation, and you may be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. He's going to be putting in a lot of work. I think that the hug thing was good. There's growth and transformation around the situation. Just go with it because things look good between you and him. I would, you know, things look good. I think he's doing the right thing by you. Enjoy it. And I do think that he's very interested. I know that you think that you guys are different types, but I don't think that that matters right now. All right. I am going to come back on tonight, probably. All right. This is my plan. I'm gonna try to do some videos, astrology videos. So we were doing the astrology course, but I feel like it's too hard for me. Like, I think if I break it down into smaller videos and just put them up for free, if you're following the astrology videos and you want to do a private Zoom, then we can do a private Zoom. Otherwise, just follow those, because I'm going to do like real small videos and try to go through everything as simple as possible because it is so much information and people always get overwhelmed by it and they don't understand what's going on and it's intimidating. It's even intimidating for me now, and I've been studying it my whole life. It's just a lot of information. And then I am going to Florida next week. I'm leaving on Friday, and I'm coming home Tuesday night. I'm still going to be doing live streams when I'm there, but I'll probably only do one a day. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But if anybody wants to do private readings, I'll put up sales for this week for before I leave, because once I leave, I'll only do email readings. I won't do videos because that's going to take too much time. And I hate leaving Dylan. You have no idea how much I hate leaving Dylan, but I hate leaving him. So I'll post that. And I know I've got a little anxiety about traveling with Avery on the plane. I hope that she's going to behave. I'm going to try to give her a bottle and hope that she sleeps, but we'll see what happens. I hate leaving Dylan. You have no idea, but I got to do what I got to do. It's only a few days, but I will see you guys tonight. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.